What's your age?
26 on February 22nd. So I'm 25 right now.
Okay. Are you? Thanks for stating that. Are you single?
I am single.
Why do you think that is?
Yeah.
Because I want to be.
How long now?
I have a couple of boyfriends.
What?
You have a couple of boyfriends right now?
I hope they're not watching. Maybe like 4 or 5.
Yo, what like there's a real problem in society now. And I really blame you, Gen Z, because you motherfuckers do not know how to keep some shit to yourself. Y'all are the most self-snitching ass generation ever. Y'all will do whatever, put it on social media for clout, only to get arrested because you literally gave the police all the evidence. Y'all literally be telling on yourselves on every fucking chance you get. Why would you be compelled to say on a recording that's gonna go up on YouTube that you got multiple dudes, as if it ain't gonna get around? The internet is forever. People will dig it up and find out who the man that you are dating or dating are and send this to them. And now you got 0 men. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get the self-snitching. It's crazy.
So I guess I'm single. I am single.
No, I know why. Now I know why she's single. I know why she's single. We just saw it right there when she just exposed herself. I know why you're single. Fucking bird brain.
Yeah.
I mean, but what's it like dating 5 people at the same time?
It's just like juggling.
She's juggling balls in her face. She's juggling all right. She's juggling all right. By the way, I mean, like, 5 of them, like, are you raw dogging all 5? Like that's crazy work. You know, it's one thing to have like 1 on the team that you're hitting raw and then the other ones you wrap it up with. Yeah, at least it's like better than nothing, but like 5 raw is crazy work. You feel me? It's crazy work.
You have to be talented.
Are you sleeping with all 5 of them?
Of course. Yes.
Some of them, not all of
She can't even lie right. She can't even lie right.
them. Depends on the situation.
Why not all? What's the deciding factor between whether you give it up or not?
Who's paying?
Well, there's different guys for different situations. Some guys, I just want to go to... I forgot that I'm recording this.
Some guys you just want to what?
No, wait, so okay, look, this is something, guys, if you don't know this, women, if she has you in the rotation, you have to figure out which guy in the rotation you are, because they're not all the same. And what she's gonna, I don't know if she's gonna finish saying this, but let me be clear and explain what it is. A woman will have like these different archetypes on her roster. There's always gonna be the dick dealer. That's that one guy that's gonna be, he's the one that's gonna get a call right after the club at 3 a.m. talking about, hey, big head, come through, or can I slide on you? He's the one that's always gonna be piping her down on a pretty regular basis. This could be an ex, it may not be an ex, it could just be the guy that's just like, she knows that like there's no real future with them for whatever reason, but he got good D and like the sex is good. So she's just gonna let him pipe her down. You know, you may or may not want to be in that position. It has its benefits, it also has its downsides. All right. All right. The next guy is the habitual dating guy. This is the guy that she loves to go out and like you take her out on dates, but she don't ever give you nothing. Like she might give you a hand job, like maybe, but she just likes to go out with you and you're always paying for everything. And your dumbass just doesn't get a clue that you're sitting there being used for the dates. And you're not even getting anything out of it, bro. You're just basically a simp. You know what I'm saying? Like you're basically super simpy. Then there's the other guy that is like the friend zone. Like we all know, like that's like he has no chance. You know, the difference between the simp guy is like he might get a little action, a little bit, not the full on or whatever. But then like the step below that is like the full on friend zone guy. You're the guy who's hoping or praying, just waiting for the day that she comes to her senses and she'll come to me. And again, remember that there's the dick dealing guy that's piping her down the whole time you're waiting for her to like give you a shot. Like we can go down the tiers, but that's essentially what she's saying is like she has a different guy for different things that she wants. There's another guy there too. Maybe even the worst of all is the guy who's just there for the emotional talking shit. She essentially uses you as a fucking therapist to dump all of her emotional bullshit that she has gone through for the day. It tells you these dumbass stories about her. Oh my God, my friend did all this. Like, I don't give a fuck. I don't want to hear it. Go get a therapist. You know what I'm saying? OG, what's up?
There's different purposes for different tools.
I just said it.
One's a shovel, one's a knife, one's a fork.
Yeah, honestly, the one that I'm fucking, never gonna get in a relationship with him.
I called it. Bro, I promise you guys, I have years of in the field fucking personal research, okay? Hundreds. I've been out here around the world. I am telling you, I know this shit like the back of my hand. I fucking called it.
He doesn't have the job, the finances, none of that.
So why even open yourself up to a guy like that?
Because his dick is good. That's the dick dealer. He's usually a bum ass dude who just so happens to have a good pipe. And that's why a lot of women will fuck with that type. She knows she ain't gonna, you know what I mean, be with him.
Great dick.
What's your age?
35.
Jace, this is all of that right there. You got a lot of work to do on that one. That's gonna be fucking golden for shorts.
Single?
Yes, I am.
As a man, has dating gotten easier for you than it was when you were younger?
Is it what again?
Is it easier for you now than it was when you were younger?
It's always been easy for me. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Why you said that?
Money, attract girls. You know how it is.
So how rich are you then?
Money. Rich enough for the rest of my life, damn near.
You consider yourself a top 1% man?
You can say that. There you go.
Okay. So what has money taught you about women?
That's all they want is the money. No money, you ain't gonna get no woman.
Every girl out there.
Now with the social media, that's how it is.
So why you?
That's why I'm in this right here. You see, there's attractive bitches. Sorry for the language if you am.
And what's behind?
I mean, listen, never mind the fact that bro might be on a couple of narcotics and drunk, but he's actually factual, right? Like, social media has poisoned so much of our society's brains into thinking we have to have the aesthetic, the lifestyle, and it's all predicated on finances and money. Don't get me wrong, y'all. Like, money is important. We all need it to survive, pay bills, family, all that stuff, right? Like, we all need it. But it becomes problematic when that is the sole leading factor in all the decision making when it comes to choosing a partner. You know what I mean? If that's all you're looking at, you're missing so much, and you're not gonna really find all that you want either.
Behind me for the people who can't see it.
It's a Rolls Royce Culligan.
So my question is this: if all women want is money, why don't you have a woman right now?
Lovely C, what's up, man?
I do got women. I got plenty of women.
So you're seeing multiple at once.
There you go. You just said it.
Do they want to settle down with you, or
I want to settle down, but I'm not trying to get married.
why not?
I've been through that already and got out.
How long were you married?
2 years.
And why'd you end it?
I ain't want it. Too much cheating.
You?
There you go. Busted.
What's your age?
I'm 22, turning 23 in June.
Are you single?
I am currently not single. I am taken. Yeah.
Get off the mic.
We're having issues right now, but that's none of anybody's business.
Well, wait.
You just made it what the fuck is wrong with people? Why would you come out here and say I'm with somebody, but we got issues, but it's nobody's problem? Bitch, you just made it everybody's problem. Y'all understand how annoying it is when people snitch on themselves? Y'all are the worst criminals. Don't ever commit a crime. Y'all literally it's not even a breadcrumb trail. Y'all just leave the whole goddamn, I don't know. Why it don't make no sense, bro. It's crazy. She drunk too. I don't even think it's drunk. She just clueless.
How long have you been in this relationship?
Almost 2 years.
What kind of problems do you feel like you're struggling with right now?
Here, she's gonna expose them all.
Well, basically just commitment. I feel like I'm a very traditional woman. I want respect, and when I first started the relationship, I should have put down my boundaries. But now that I'm coming to Christ, Jesus Christ, I've learned where my boundaries are, and I'm putting my faith in him, and I'm putting my firm foundations. You know, we got to stand on business. All 2024, we got to stand on business.
So what?
Fuck out of here. Yo, shut her ass up, bro. What is she talking about? I found the Lord. However, I'm in the streets of Miami and Brickell. You know what I mean? One of the most popular areas in Miami. Out here just what? Doing what? You know what I'm saying?
Boundaries are you setting forth now that you didn't set forth in the beginning?
Well, I'm setting, you know, no sex before marriage, no drinking, no smoking, you know, just following Jesus Christ, you know?
So before you were being active, now you want to be celibate.
Yes, I do.
Yo, can you imagine what kind of things that she was doing? Mind you, she's 22 years old. If you were like 32, I'm like, okay, I get it. You know, you done lost your way. Now you're trying to get back, right? You're grown. Once you cross 30, you're like grown for real, right? In your 20s, you're like you're legally grown, but you're still trying to figure things out. Imagine what she must have done, what she has done. You know what I mean? The skeletons in that closet for her to come to Christ at 22. That's usually something we find people doing in their 30s and 40s and 50s. You know, think of Mace. You know what I mean? Mace found the Lord well into his, I don't know, 40s or whatever. What other celebrities that found the Lord later in life? You know, it's pretty common. You know, I get it. At 22, though, I don't even want to know what she got buried.
I feel like you have to be celibate in this world because at the end of the day, all these worldly guys are the same. They just want some pleasure, and at the end of the day, their demons are activated and they just do what they want. They just want sex, and sex is not everything.
But why should a man?
Well, you know, I mean, sex is pretty important. I'd argue this. I think sex is a bit more important than finances. I'm gonna stick on that one. You know what I'm saying? Ms. Lovely, she says she a liar too. Folky says she definitely getting pissed and shit on in Dubai. Yo, stop, bro. Stop.
Tolerate a woman who already is giving it up to him and then tolerate her saying no.
I had thought about this, and well, if a man loves you unconditionally, like he says he does, he's in love with you, he would honestly understand your beliefs and understand your love for God and respect that because he loves you so much. You know, like real love is unconditional. You know, I love unconditionally. So at the end of the day, if this person doesn't want to no longer be with me, that's okay.
What's your age?
I'm 19 years old, about to turn 20 in 3 months.
You single?
Yes, as of recently.
How long now?
Since January 3rd.
And how long was the relationship?
Look, 3 months, you know.
Oh, it was a fling.
What do you think caused your...
Hey, by the way, that's not even a real relationship, bro. It was a little fling. We all done had them. All right, we know what it is. You hooked up, you had your fun, and then it kind of just fizzles off. No harm, no foul. It is what it is, right?
Relationship to end so soon?
Well, I wasn't pretty serious about it. It was more of a situational thing, and you know, I got into the relationship for a benefit, and you know, when the benefit was over, I left.
Now, what kind of benefit are you referring to?
The
you know,
punani.
A place to live.
What?
So wait, you were living with the woman?
Yeah.
You moved in with her?
Yeah.
Not she moved in with you?
Correct.
And how old was
Okay, wait.
was she?
33.
Oh, that's what it was. Hey, listen, that was a dub for him. He was knocking her back out. She wanted some young, new, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, he's 19. You can't really expect him to, you know, like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. He's 19. It ain't like he's 30-something talking about he moved in with her. He was just having fun. At the end of the day, it's still a dub for the homie. However, he needed to get his shit together.
You're 19, so how'd you even end up getting with a 33-year-old?
Pretty crazy story. I met her at a music studio, and she was a stripper.
Oh, never mind. That explains it all. That explains it all. Yep, there it is. Now I know. Patrick said, sex can be the most beautiful thing to share with the right person. It's the most beautiful thing to share with any person. I ain't gonna hold you. All right. Not always, because some people are just bad at it, but.
And, you know, started hitting it off. And
So to you, that wasn't a red flag?
oh, yeah. As I said, like, it wasn't a serious relationship, but it was a relationship.
Yeah, like, bro knew what it was. He knew what it was from the jump, man. Come on.
What made you move in with her, though?
Free room and
Wanting
board?
to get out of the place that I was living in before. So, you know, I said, fuck it, this is a way out. I'm going to take it, and then I'm going to restart everything that I built. And so I did that. And now I didn't need a place to live anymore, so I'm good.
How many relationships have you been in before you met your fiance?
I would say probably like 2 serious relationships before him.
And how long were they?
One was like high school sweetheart, and the other one was very short, a few months.
I got you. Do you think that if you had met your fiance at those times that you'd have still ended up getting married?
I don't know. I think we met in such a unique way that I think we were destined to meet at the time that we did.
How did you meet?
So how'd you meet your fiance?
Tinder?
So we were both born and raised in Miami, but we met in New York, and that's like where our story started.
Was it at a supermarket, at a club, or what?
Actually,
Side note, did you see the herd of wild BBLs walking in the background? Hey yo, you know you watch National Geographic and they got the buffalo walking around the prairie? It's like the equivalent, only just BBL. Look at it in the background.
New York, and that's like where our story started.
Was it at a supermarket, at a club, or what?
Maybe 3 and 4?
Actually, through Instagram. You would message me all the time, and I kind of flared to get, but eventually I gave him the opportunity for us to meet, and since then we were like inseparable.
So you were curving him.
Yeah.
See, friend zoned
Were
them.
you seeing other guys at the time?
No, I was very like anti-relationship. I just moved to a new city. I was like, I'm gonna live my best life.
So why weren't you giving him the time of the day?
I just really was not, like, I was very anti-guy. Like, I just wanted to be single, have my girlfriends that I was meeting over there in the city, but
And what made it change?
I don't know. It's like, you know, when you meet somebody and you have that kind of connection with them, you feel like you've known them your whole
The
life.
chemistry.
Yeah.
Did you guys end up doing it on the first night?
No. But maybe like the second or third night that we hung out.
So sex up front isn't necessarily a bad thing. It can lead to marriage.
No, it can lead to marriage and
Yeah, I'm a firm believer that more people like get sex out of the way. I don't understand this whole holding it back, waiting period is pretty stupid. I would rather just get it out of the way to even know if there's a chemistry there, a sexual kind of chemistry. Because hear me out, y'all. Like, what's the point in waiting 6 months? I know this is more on the women's side of things, right? Like, what's the point in waiting 6 months? Because a lot of the argument they'll say is, I want to wait to know that he's really into me and yada, yada, yada. I get that. But here's how this plays out. I wait 6 months. Yes, I like you. We kind of build something just off the non-physical. But then that day, 6 months from now, we finally hook up. And I realize, oh my God, it's fucking terrible. Like, it's not good. You're not into the same things that I'm into. You know what I mean? Like, there's just not a real chemistry. Like, and mind you, outside of this realm, like, you're a great, sweet girl. There's a lot of things going on, but like the chemistry ain't there. What makes you think a man wouldn't dip after 6 months? Like, something's gonna hold him there, because like sex is important. Intimacy is super important. I think you're better off just getting it out of the way up front. I don't necessarily think you got to do it the first night, but you know what I mean? Like, first couple of weeks, a month, or whatever, you like them enough, then just get it out the way. And then at least know if you have that connection. And if you do, then just keep building what you got going on. And if not, then just cut your losses short. Who wants to invest 6 months with someone, waiting and waiting and waiting, and then you finally get intimate and you're like, oh, this is a dud. You know what I mean? It's like a waste of time. You know? Oh, Nina's back in the building. What's up? Oh, I'm waiting now. I can't do it right away, but after maybe the third link. Yeah, like the third link. What is that? That's like 2 weeks. Usually you'll go on a couple of dates for like 3 weeks or so, 2 to 3 weeks, man. Just get that first one out the system and you know what it is. You know what I mean?
Me and him have 2 beautiful daughters as well.
Yo, skeet skeet. That was good. It's true.
If I was your man,
Oh, we're going back to that?
what would I need to do for you?
Treat me how you would want to be treated.
No, that's too vague, ma'am. That's way too vague. We're gonna need you to be articulate in your answers. All right. Oh, I don't understand why this is such a problem. We can never get, definitive answers. It's always a fucking, talking in circles.
Okay. So give you the same things I expect you to give me.
Yeah.
Does that mean that?
And then just go like a little bit above and beyond, because I'm a romantic.
Does that mean that if I take you out to dinner and pay for you this time, I should expect you to pay for me the next?
No, you should always pay for me.
Is there
Because I also do believe in gender roles. Okay, yes. Treat others how you want to be treated. I treat everybody with kindness. I'm a really nice person, so, if I do something wrong, you should really question why. No, sorry, not if I do something wrong. If you do something wrong and I don't like you, you should really question why I don't like you. Because I like everybody. But I do think that men should pay for women and that they should take care of their woman and that gender roles should still exist.
And how do you take care of your man?
By rubbing his feet, giving him massages, making
I can go to fucking Massage Envy for that. I can go to the little Asian spot where I could probably get a little extra for another $40. Okay, what are we talking about here? Huh?
sure that everything is clean. He's
I can hire a maid service.
well fed.
I can order Uber Eats. Do you understand like how a lot of the things that they say are all things that we now have an industry for? Like there's a service, a company, a product to do, literally. And to be fair, it's on both sides. Like for a woman, if a guy says, well, I can come and, fix stuff around the house, that's cool. She can call a handyman. Same thing. Like we are at a point now in society where each gender is replaceable by a product and or service that can do that. So what are we really talking about when people say, what do you bring to the table? It can't be that. You know what I mean? Like you can't lead with that anyway. It's nice that that's offered and like done, but what are we really talking about here? You heathen. How am I heathen? What did I do? I'm telling you, the price of pee is inflated. Oh, 100%. It's more inflated than the goddamn inflation in our country. Ain't no man going to take care of a woman who looks like that, parading herself for guys to look when he's not around. Fair
All
point.
the basic things that he shouldn't have to think about. And then he takes care of me.
Dion, what's up?
Well, theoretically. I am currently still single.
Of the guys that you're seeing now, have you slept with more than one of them in the same day?
Of course.
No, that would be really rude. I'm not like that. And I will never sleep with them like on the first date or the second date, so I make them wait. There's only two that I'm banging. The
Two.
rest of them are just there for funsies.
What's the most you'd spend on a first date?
It don't matter to me. Ain't no limit to me.
What's the most you have spent on a first date?
On the first day, about 1,000, 1,500.
Wow, out the gate.
$1,000.
Why are you spending that much on a girl who you don't even know?
Because I know that's what they for the money. And you got something that love you because of who you are. You get what I'm saying?
So when you spend that amount, do you expect to get lucky at the end of the night?
No, I don't expect that all the time because it ain't always about fucking. You get what I'm saying?
Yo, he's not wrong here. I'm gonna tell y'all myself. From what I can remember, there were a few times where I went out and spent like a stack, 2 stacks, and stuff like that. But let me paint you the context for this. Right, this was done under the pretense that I wanted to do this shit anyway. it just so happened that I was like, fuck, I'd rather have a chick with me to just, you know, for the company. Like, but I was doing it for me. And I remember one was like, it was just a night out of just clubbing and eating, like went to some, you know, fancy restaurant, but it was some shit that I felt like going crazy one night. Like, yo, we're gonna go celebrate, just gonna go out to this nice restaurant in Chicago and then hit the clubs and all that stuff and just bottle it up and do all of this. So I did it for me, but it was like I invited someone to come along with, just to, you know what I mean? I think that's different than if you are doing it for that other person's, you understand the difference in this? When you want to do something for you, but you want to have somebody share it, you know, come along for the ride, if you will, just so you're not by yourself. It was like that for me. It wasn't like, oh shit, I got to spend a stack on her. I got to do all, it was never like that. And I think that's a very big difference. And that's exactly what he's saying here. He's like, shit, I was just going to do it, whatever. Like, I just had her come along for the ride. You know what I'm saying? Lodge, you spent $15? Yeah, no. No. I wish.
It's always about sex. I don't really care about that. Once you get it so much, you get what I'm saying? You just don't care for it.
So what do you care more about then?
Just like if you have all the money in the world, did you care about the money no more? You don't give a fuck about the money no more, right? That's how it goes.
So what do you care more about when it comes on to a woman?
What I care about a woman more?
Yeah.
Shit. I don't like girls, first of all, with too much makeup. Let's get that clear. So, I don't know what your question was, but that's why I don't like girls that wear a lot of makeup.
Do you feel the same way about BBLs and fake boobs and plastic surgery?
Yes, I feel the same way.
So you're rather a woman who's fully natural?
Natural. Yep.
But
That's
why?
how you were born, keep it like that, you know? God bless you who you are, so be...
What's the most a man should spend on a first date?
Honestly, he could take me anywhere and I'll be
I can't take her in the mic, bro. She's killing my ears.
happy as long as I'm spending time with him and getting to know him.
So you don't care about the money?
I don't care.
What do you care more about?
Honestly, I just want respect and love, and that's it. That's all I want. Honestly and truly, in my heart, that's all I want.
If I took you to dinner, would you want me to order for you or would you want to order for yourself?
I feel like it shouldn't be like that. I feel like it should be whatever, you know, because everybody has their different beliefs. I don't feel like...
What?
I feel like it should be both. Like, if I want to order food and I ask you, oh, what do you want? Like, I'll order it for you. And if you want, like, you order it for me. Like, I don't have a problem with that.
It should be natural.
It should be neutral.
What do you think most
She made 0 cents at all. Zero. None.
women get wrong about men?
How simple we are as creatures. I think women are very complex creatures. They have a lot of emotions, a lot of shit going up in their head.
Yeah.
And as men, we're pretty chill, we're pretty calm. And, you know, it's a very logical, there's like an equation to men. And a lot of women don't get it. A lot of women do get it, though.
What's the equation? Because men can be emotional as well.
Well, I ain't talking about those, man. You know, if you want to put it, you know, frankly, just don't be a headache. You know, don't nag. Don't fucking, like, you know, be my source of positivity, not my source of negativity. And that's it.
And that's no matter what you're going through.
I mean, yeah. Because at the end of the day, if it's a woman that I truly love, I'm going to have her back. If she's doing, you know, the right things. Because, bro, honestly, being around any sort of negative person affects your ability to succeed in life. You know, as much... Can the mic still hear me over there? All right. God damn.
You think they get women?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah.
So how much did you spend on a wedding ring?
Wedding ring was a little low. You know, the margin wasn't too high. It was $4,500.
I mean, 4,500, like, that's not chump change for most people, though, right? 4,500 for a ring. Yo, and my man's was man's was spitting there. You notice how he said, you know, he just wants a woman to be there to be positive. You know, for all the things that women will say what they offer a man, none of them, or very few of them, talk about how they want to be supportive and positive influence and so on and so forth.
And
like, no man wants to go home and argue with his woman. Like, that is the worst. That is the worst feeling as a man, to argue with your woman at home after a long day of work and dealing with other bullshit, to come home and be nagged. And it's like, it's just not, that's not the move, man. You know what I mean? It's not the move.
It still shines.
Did you know the price prior?
No, I didn't.
No. She had no idea.
Yeah.
She had zero idea.
Now, whether it's 4,500 or 10,000 or 30, would that price even matter to you in your mind?
No, he could have given me like a ring pop, and I would have been fine.
Now, why don't you look at the material value of it and use that as a, well, why do you feel like he didn't, okay, hold on, let me see. Why do you feel like the price doesn't matter?
I feel like a ring is more of like a symbol as a union, so it doesn't really matter the price. And what matters is like what you share with your partner and how you guys feel about each other. So whether it was $100 or $4,000, it doesn't really matter. It's what we have with each other. This is just a symbol of what it means to be together.
As a man, did you ever feel like you should have spent more on the ring?
At all. Not at all. I don't think a ring even has a meaning to any of that. I think it's more what she said, like it's what we share and the time we've shared and the memories that are to come from it. I don't think the price on a ring or on anything materialistic has anything to do with how much we care about each other. I don't think that has anything to do with it at all.
I ain't gonna lie, she definitely came up on this. Y'all know what I'm saying? She definitely came up on this. It's crazy now that old boy came into the picture. Earlier when she said that she didn't give him no play and no time of day. It's crazy now that bro's in the picture. He looks well put together. You know what I'm saying? Looks like he's in shape. You know what I'm saying? Clean, got the beard, you know what I'm saying? Well kept. Like, bro, she came up. She came up.
How jealous do you want your man to be?
I like a good amount of jealousy. I don't like controlling, though.
What's the difference?
The difference is when you tell me I can't do shit. But, like, sometimes jealousy can be kind of hot.
So
I will kill you.
So if I tell you, no, you can't go to the club with your girls.
I'm not about that. But if you're watching me and you're like, that guy's looking at you funny and I'm going to slit his throat, I'm like, okay, take off my pants.
What do you think most women get wrong about men?
Get wrong about men. Basically assume they're cheating. Not all men cheat. I'm a cheater. But not all.
Hey yo. Oh, that was funny, the setup. Hey yo, what did they get wrong? All men ain't cheaters. I'm a cheater though.
Men cheat. There's some loyal men out here.
So if you get caught cheating,
Some loyal men out here, just not me.
do you lie about it or are you honest?
Oh, I'll let them know right away. If I get caught, you just seen it, so why would I lie about it?
Why
I'm
not?
honest about it. I'll open up to it.
Why don't you try and even hide that though, to save the relationship or anything?
I don't want to say the relationship. Because if I'm cheating, that means I ain't even want it first. She wanted the relationship, you know what I'm saying? If
Why
I
not?
don't want the relationship, that's why she keeping it going. But if you don't really want it, you're going to cheat. If it's the right one and you really love her, are you really going to keep, you know what I'm saying, cheating? No, because you're going to be loyal.
Well, couldn't you just say that about any girl?
No. There's certain ones. I'm very picky when it comes to girls.
What do you think most men get wrong about women?
Wow.
Just remain single. The problem is with that, Lovely, is that if you remain single, then a man has no access to sex, and sex is a driving factor for men. Like, we as men don't go out and grind and work our ass off to accumulate things for our own sake. Most of us would be content living in a fucking shack with our PlayStation or Xbox, depending on whatever one you stand over, or PC, internet connection, Netflix, and you know what I mean? Like very simple. Like most guys like wouldn't worry about a car. Like most men are very simple beings. But the fact that we need to accumulate things to attract a woman in order to get, you guessed it, laid is a driving factor. It's motivation for men. Otherwise, more men would be bums. It's like, you know. So, you know, that's why men will do that, you know? It's like, all right, I'm going to play the game. I know I don't want her. I want to see other chicks. I'm going to, you know, play the game. It's all, you know, it just kind of is what it is. Not saying it's right, but it's just, it is, you know?
The complexities. I find a lot of men, and I think I've always had this theory. I blame it on the, I guess you could blame it on the federal government for locking people up. But really it's for the fathers, bro, of children, the absent fathers, I mean, the deadbeats. A lot of what I know about talking to women, a lot of what I know about being in bed with women, my father, when I was 14 years old, taught me. We're Latino, bro. We're pretty open about this shit. You know, it wasn't anything fucking weird, but he taught me, bro. He told me, hey, this is how you talk to a woman. This is what you don't say to a woman. This is what you do say. And I find that a lot of men, when they didn't have that growing up, they had an absent father figure.
Yep.
They feel an aggression towards women, and they're too aggressive in their approach towards women.
Yo, W Dad, this is something that I talk about a lot, y'all, which is we are plagued, like men under 30, I feel for you. And this is something that I hold men as a whole accountable on, where we fucked up, is too many of our, I would probably say Gen X fathers at minimum, and maybe some older, like too many of us men fathered children, and especially boys, and then left them. Like we left them to survive on their own, to learn how to be a man by being raised by their mother. And it's not a knock on their mother. It's just there's things that a mother can't teach their son in their development to go from a boy to a man. This is where we messed up as men. We have an entire generation of young men now that didn't have a father, don't have a positive male role model, a male mentor, and they're fucking lost in the world. All right. Which is a perfect time for me to plug my other YouTube channel, The Mind of MoonDawg, where I'm sharing more videos, personal stories to share with men in hopes that you guys can learn from my experiences, my mistakes, help you navigate the world to becoming a man. I didn't have a father. I was fortunate though that I found male role models, positive male role models. And that for me happened when I joined the Marine Corps, and I learned from great men, like true leaders of men. And I absorbed it all, and it helped to formulate me, you know, becoming a man. So this is something that he essentially is talking about. He actually had a father, and his father put him on game. Like, hey son, hey, you got to be smooth when you talk to a woman. You gotta, there's a certain way to go about this. And if a man, if a boy doesn't learn that from a man, when he grows up, he's just going to be shooting at the hip, you know, interacting with a woman, and it's going to be all types of wrong. And then women get the perception of all these guys are dogs, they're too aggressive, they're this, because they weren't taught how to interact. Most men now, most young men, I promise you under 30, if I took 10 guys under 30 and I took them to a club or a bar and I said, yo, your job is to go get a woman's phone number before the end of the night, I doubt more than 3 actually accomplish that goal, because they're gonna be all awkward, don't know how to cold approach, don't know how to talk, how to engage, how to do it without coming off as being a creep. Like there's so many areas where men, young men are failing right now. And again, it's in large part to older men, their fathers not being there, not teaching them, and all that. It's really sad.
That's pretty much probably the biggest, thing they get wrong.
If he gave you a guilt-free pass to sleep with anybody in the world, would you take it?
If he gave me a guilt-free, absolutely not.
Why not?
She lying.
I don't need that. I'm not that type of person. I've found the person I want to spend the rest of my life with. So why would I ever take that opportunity to do something?
And what makes you so sure you could stay faithful to him forever?
Because one, I'm not that type of person, and I know he would never do that to me. I don't have that kind of heart or mind to do something like that to somebody I care so much about.
And if she gave you one, would you take it?
I don't think so. I vouch the same thing.
He said, I don't think so. Hey, he knows he would. So stop the cap.
You don't think so? I don't think so.
I don't think so. I mean, as of right now, no, I wouldn't. If it was given to me right now or the day of tomorrow or a week from now, I'd say no. I think I'm good with what I have.
Why is it I think? And
Bro showed very little confidence in this. He said right now, but like 2 months from now, I'll probably take it.
Not I know for a fact.
I don't know, man. You know, life is only one. But as I said, right now, I wouldn't. I have my girl. I have kids with her, and that's basically separating my family. And I don't think I would ever do that. I don't want to be these parents like how I grew up, mom on one side, dad on the other. I don't think that's a life to raise a family. I didn't put babies in her to bring them into this world to be that type. You know, like, nah. I'm good. I think I'm good on that.
Yo, bro's solid for sure, man. I'm telling you, she came up. You know what I'm saying? 100% on bro right there. So that is a